Hello and welcome to the Darren Smith Photography tutorials. This video is all about the accessories you may use when taking photographs. Accessories are always going to be part of your kit, mainly as things that make it easier to take the photographs you want. I hope that these 3 videos give you a sense of the type of accessories which could be essential in helping you improve as a photographer. Part 2 moves on from the basics and looks more into how you can hold your camera, reducing the chance of a blurred image and keeping your camera safe. Your camera strap is a very personal thing and should not be decided upon lightly. We can simply use the strap provided in your camera box and it will work well for you. However, once you have it around your neck for a few days, it will start to annoy you. Camera straps can take many forms and use many materials from nylon, canvas, neoprene, leather, cloth or even wool. They also come in many forms. You can have neck straps, shoulder straps, slings, wrist straps and even body mounts. As I said earlier, it's a personal item and you should always choose based upon what's right for you. I personally use a neoprene neck strap, the same material that wetsuits are made from, as it's easy to clean and comfortable to wear for a long time. A method for holding your camera still is essential when taking pictures such as landscapes or for low light photography. It is also extremely useful for wildlife and sports photographers as their lenses are often quite heavy to hold. Having a stable camera will considerably reduce camera shake and will ensure that your pictures are always sharp. This could be achieved using a tripod or a monopod. There are many different variations to choose from to suit everybody's requirements. There are also alternatives which can be used in certain situations. Now let's talk about each of them. A monopod is basically a pole to provide stability for the camera attached to it. It's very useful for sports and some wildlife photographers who require somewhere to perch their heavy lenses to save holding it. It is also useful to help steady the camera in all situations, as it provides a way for vibrations to be absorbed. A standard tripod will give a great deal of flexibility in your photography. A standard tripod can also be used to support other pieces of equipment, such as lighting, diffusers, reflectors or backdrops. These range in sizes from about 1 meter to 2 meters tall depending upon your needs. You can also get a miniature tripod, which can hold your camera 10 to 20 centimeters from the surface. These can be picked up for very little money nowadays and can really improve a photographer's images. They are also compact enough to be carried with a small camera or can be used for other purposes such as a desktop light stand. Higher quality models will be more rigid and have additional features, such as a hanging pin to weigh down the tripod to increase stability. Also, some will have a center column to provide another adjustable axis. A small, lightweight and sturdy tripod for travelling is key if you're exploring the world. A larger tripod would add excess weight to your bags and take up valuable space. For tripods like this, multiple sections allow it to be compacted to a very small size. The downside of that is that the smaller it becomes, the less sturdy it tends to be. There are alternatives to a rigid 3-leg tripod, such as a flexible tripod. This has multiple joints that can grab onto virtually any surface, as each joint can bend or rotate in any direction. This can be very useful when attaching your camera to a rail or lamppost. One downside of this is that each joint must be able to support the weight of your camera, and larger cameras tend to squash and loosen the joints. When buying a tripod, one thing to consider is the head. This is what gives you the control over the camera's movement, and currently there are 2 main types. There is the multi-way pan and tilt head, where a lever mechanism gives finer control over the position. You can also lock it in any of the axes, giving more control, but they are larger and often bulkier to carry. And then there's the ball head, which can be small and compact, giving easy multiple axis movement, but difficult to obtain fine control. Whichever you choose, it is a personal choice. Both types of head will often come with added accessories of their own, such as a spirit level to ensure that your camera is level and straight before you take your shot, or adjustable controls to allow the user to refine how they use the equipment comfortably and effectively. Most manufacturers will also sell spare quick release plates, which allow you to swap cameras quickly without the need to remove the screw holding the plate to your camera. If you do not have access to a tripod or other stable surface, I would recommend a bag of rice. It is pliable and can be placed on some railings or a wall without disturbing or damaging your camera. Once settled, your camera will be quite secure. This method is particularly useful for backpackers who have limited space in their baggage for anything other than the essentials. It could also be a beanbag or any other material. You just have to make sure it does not leak all over your equipment or the floor. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Please feel free to check out more at darrensmith.org.uk or on YouTube, Twitter or Facebook. Thank you for watching.